cited freedom of speech in that. Why should your right to freedom of speech trump a trans person's right not to be offended?
Because in order to be able to think, you have to risk being offensive. I mean, look at the conversation we're having right now. You know, like, you're certainly willing to risk offending me in the pursuit of truth. Why should you have the right to do that? It's been rather uncomfortable.
In this eye-opening discussion, we take a closer look at the pressing issues of free speech and the gender identity debate. Experts emphasize how crucial it is to keep our conversations open and honest, especially when so many voices feel silenced. The idea of compelled speech comes into play, revealing the unsettling pressure to conform to dominant narratives. This isn't just about political correctness. It's about the very fabric of our dialogue. When dissenting opinions are pushed aside, we risk losing the essence of real conversation. Join us as we unpack these vital points and explore why protecting our right to speak freely is essential for a truly free society. Jordan Peterson fires back at woke reporters, challenging their narratives with confidence.
What about looking back over history? You've written the idea that women were oppressed throughout history is an appalling theory. They haven't had a great time, though, have they?
Peterson challenges the standard narrative of women's history, suggesting that while there were certainly struggles, women have also enjoyed positive experiences often overlooked. He's inviting us to consider that history is complex, filled with both hardships and joys, and that a balanced view adds depth to our understanding.
Who has had a great time in history?
But men have had less of a
Really?
shitty
Have
time.
they? Have
A lot
they?
of
By
the
what
time.
standard? By what standard?
Well, I'm just saying if you're a woman...
How about war?
Now, isn't it interesting? Jordan Peterson brings up this idea that women, contrary to some popular narratives, have had quite a remarkable experience through history, perhaps more so than we often acknowledge. Sure, men had their struggles, especially in the brutal context of wars and harsh conditions, but what Peterson hints at is a broader view, one that challenges us to look beyond the stereotypes and dig a little deeper. It's almost as if he's asking us to consider what really defines a fulfilling or great time in history. Is it survival, power, influence, or something else altogether?
Hey Joe, Ben School with Yahoo Sports. For the first time since 1975, this is the NBA Finals where you have two black head coaches. Given the plight sometimes of black head coaches in the NBA, do you think this is a significant moment? Do you take pride in this? How do you view this, or do you not see it at all?
I wonder how many of those have been Christian coaches.
During the NBA Finals, a wrestler stunned the crowd with his straightforward reply. When questioned about his coach's background, he cut right to the point. This game is about skill and hard work, not culture. It's a reminder that in sports, true victory lies in talent and dedication. And as we'll see in the next clip, he's not the only one who believes.
Contarte que a pesar de que aquí no pase y que en los 4 Grand Slam haya equiparación salarial entre mujeres y hombres, en muchos otros torneos esto no ocurre. ¿Qué opinión te merece que las mujeres cobren menos que los hombres en el tenis y que en qué crees que se basa esa desigualdad? Gracias.
Now, some folks love to say there are guy games and girl games, but is that even real?
Pues no lo sé. No sé en qué se basa en el fútbol, o en el golf, o en el modelaje. No sé. ¿Por qué las mujeres ganan más que los hombres en el tema de la moda? Pues no lo sé. Pero ahí sí que tampoco hablamos todo el día de diferencia salarial. Entiendo tu pregunta, pero es que llegamos a un momento dado que estamos haciendo todo el rato preguntas capciosas, preguntas que estamos buscando todo el rato
I mean, look at the variety of players for games like modelling and golf. The truth is, it's not about guy or girl anymore. Everyone's in on the action. But here's where it gets interesting. Earnings. Gaming is serious business. Some of these titles pull in millions, but do guy games make more money than girl games? Well, you might be surprised by who's actually raking in the cash here. And then there's the woke stuff. I bet you've seen that one reporter who went a little too far and got some backlash. Sometimes it seems like they can't resist jumping into the gaming scene with their takes. So what do you think? Are there really games just for guys or just for girls? And where do you see this whole woke culture fitting into gaming? Drop your thoughts below. This incident is a powerful reflection of Dana White's own words.
Dana, I just want to go back. You were talking about like you obviously give a long leash to your fighters about, what they can say when they are up there with a UFC microphone and you are getting into territory of homophobia, transphobia. Like, is there...
He once remarked, most people have no real understanding of what it means to be human.
I don't give anybody a leash.
Well, I'm saying you...
A leash?
I'm like...
Free speech. I control what people say. Gonna tell people what to believe. Gonna tell people... I don't tell any other human being what to say, what to think, and there's no leashes on any of them. What is your question?
I was asking that question. I'll move on, though.
Yeah, probably a good idea. That's ridiculous to say I give somebody a leash.
Now, through his actions, it's as if those words are coming back to him in a strikingly literal way. In this unexpected moment, it's not just about a slap, but about the message it carries. It speaks to the value of self-awareness and human decency, qualities we often forget in moments of power or influence. Perhaps this is a moment for all of us to pause and reconsider how we understand and practice basic respect and humanity. Sean Strickland, with one sharp thought, shut down a woke reporter, showing he doesn't play by their rules.
We've got a pretty supportive gay and lesbian community in this city. I did want to ask you about something you wrote a couple of years ago. You said, if I had a gay son, I would think I'd...
Oh, look, another, I'm saying to you, the swamp, you guys, the swamp.
Sean Strickland hit the woke reporter with a blunt remark, but he didn't stop there. He went on challenging the reporter with another bold question. Are you guys son and grandson?
Are you gay?
Can I get an answer?
Well, no, I'm asking. This is a part of. Are you a gay man?
I'm an ally of the community.
Okay. If you had a son and he was like, you had a son, he was gay, you'd be like, oh man, you don't want a grandkid?
No problem with it.
Oh man, well, dude, you're a weak fucking man, dude. You're part of the fucking problem. You elected Justin Trudeau, like, when he sees the bank accounts, like, you're just fucking pathetic. And the fact that you have no fucking backbone, and has he shut down your fucking country and seized bank accounts? You ask me some stupid shit like that, go yourself. Move the on, man.
Sean's relentless approach made it clear he wasn't here to pull any punches. Hollywood stars are also fed up with woke reporters, pushing back and showing they've had enough. Denzel Washington has pushed back against woke culture, stressing personal responsibility and authenticity over political agendas.
Why did he need a black director? Could a white director not have...
It's not color, it's culture.
Denzel Washington isn't just a celebrated actor. He's a powerful voice and an influential figure in Hollywood. Known for his support of the Black Lives Matter movement, Denzel brings a strong perspective on issues of identity and culture. His take isn't just about surface-level differences, but rather about how understanding diversity can create a richer, more connected...
Because I think we're
Steven
in a space
Spielberg
right
did Schindler's List.
Mm-hmm.
Martin Scorsese did Goodfellas, right? Steven Spielberg could direct Goodfellas. Martin Scorsese probably could have done a good job with Schindler's List. But they're cultural differences. I know, we all know what it is when a hot comb hits your hair on a Sunday morning, what it smells like. That's a cultural difference, not just a color difference. So it's the culture.